We're taking a little journey in the land of the rising sun, and today I'm embarking on my craziest adventure so far. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're hunting the #1 lowest float AK-47 hydroponic. So join me and let me tell you the story of how I burned $12,500 and countless irreplaceably low float rising sun skins. Fitting with the theme of this video, I'm giving away a factory new Desert Eagle Midnight Storm if this video hits 1,000 likes within the first week. So if this video isn't at 1,000 likes yet, then smash the like button and share this video with your friends so that they can smash the like button as well. This crazy story actually starts in one of my previous videos where I attempted to craft the #1 lowest float rising sun restricteds. It was a natural progression after hitting the #1 lowest float Desert Eagle Emerald Yerman. And the thing about the Rising Sun #1 restricteds is that 3 out of 4 are owned by Bob. Now, just like I did with the Yermangander, I reached out to the owner of the current #1s, and I basically told him that I'm trying to beat it. And his response truly surprised me. Instead of trying to convince me not to do it, he proposed something absolutely insane. Basically, he wanted me to help him create the #1 lowest float AK-47 hydroponic with a float of *0000420. By the way, he already owns the #6 *0000420 AK hydroponic. So he sent me this trade offer. It contains a bunch of insanely low fillers, 5 Desert Eagle Midnight Storms, all extremely low floats, 6 000 Rising Sun Mil-Specs, and 2 Quad 0 Rising Sun Mil-Specs. My best estimate of the value of all these skins that Bob just casually sent over to me is $7,500. And if that's not enough, he also sent me $5,000 in Bitcoin. Now, before people start coming after me, I'm looking at you, Mr. Taxman. None of these skins are mine. These are all Bob's skins. Consider it a loan, and I was tasked to turn these into some Rising Sun restricteds that we then use to craft the #1 lowest float AK hydroponic. Our goal was to get a 50% trade up for it. Now, we didn't start from zero just from these skins. Bob already has an M4 Daybreak with a plenty low enough float to be used, and he also has 2 extremely low float AK Emerald Pinstripes. So all I need to get is 4 Rising Sun restricteds and 3 fillers. How hard can that be? This video was made possible by SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an instant trading site, and trading your skins to different ones is as simple as selecting the skins you want to get rid of, selecting the skins you want, and hitting trade. If you don't quite have enough funds, you can top up your balance with a 35% deposit bonus with my code TECHSAVVY. Additionally, if you're a first-time user, you get a free $5 to use in your first trade. They also don't charge any overpay for good floats, so if you need trade up inputs, SkinsMonkey is a great place to get them. And not only that, but they're always running multiple giveaways, so even if you don't have any skins to trade, there's something here for you to check out. SkinsMonkey is the only reason I'm able to do such crazy videos as this one, so if you want to support the channel, or if you just want to claim your free $5, go check them out, link in the description. Now, although the AK Hydroponic is nearly the highest rarity, a classified skin, this journey starts at the consumer grade level. These trade-ups are incredibly stupid. They're about $25, $30, and they're only 5%. And yeah, I can definitely tell that these are 5%. I missed so many of them. But then this happened. Yes! Yes! We got it! Yes! Yes! Oh, yes. That gives us an attempt. What's the float? 00040. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go! So that means we have a 6th Desert Eagle Midnight Storm. This is even lower than the ones Bob sent. So let's move up 1 level to the industrial grade trade-ups. Now, I only found enough cheap train skins for 1 attempt. And yes, I know using non-train fillers lowers my odds, but it also lowers the cost. And in fact, it lowers the cost so much that it counteracts the fact that my odds are lower as well. I do have a couple more though, so let's see them. Well, after burning all of our industrials and consumers, we did not get any Rising Sun mil-specs. But that's okay, because I have 8 attempts at the restricteds that Bob sent, and I also bought a Tech 9 Terrace for $600. So in total, we have 9 attempts. All will be 31%. So we only need a little bit better than average luck in order to get 4, which is our goal. Now, let me tell you what, these trade ups are ridiculously expensive. The higher float ones cost roughly on the order of $800 to $900, and we have 7 higher float attempts. So let's see how many we can hit. First attempt, emerald pinstripe. Maybe our second attempt will be luckier. No, another emerald pinstripe. By the way, the floats on these pinstripes are either low 0001 or very high quad 0, and unfortunately, although these are able to be traded up, they're not going to be useful to us in the number 1 hydroponic trade up. Their floats are simply too high. Here's attempt number 3. These are 1 in 3 odds, so we should start hitting soon. But unfortunately, we hit yet another AK Emerald Pinstripe. This is my 4th attempt. Surely this one hits, right? Wrong, we get the Dualese Cobalt Quartz. While the AKs are worth a little over $100, these are not able to be traded up and therefore are completely worthless. For the next attempt, I was going to use a Mag 7 Counter Terrace, which is one of my favorite skins in the entire game. But we got yet another emerald pinstripe. At this point, I was starting to get extremely frustrated. These trade-ups are ludicrously expensive, and I was burning Bob's money at an insane rate. I was starting to feel bad, even though bad luck is technically not my fault. We do have more attempts though, and by the way, with every single one of these trade-ups, the float goes even lower. So for this one, we're using a 0003 Galil Aqua Terrace. And yep, that's an Op Pit Viper, yet again, a completely worthless skin. Now, the next 2 trade-ups are gonna be extremely similar, but there's one thing that's gonna differentiate them. Instead of going for Quad 0 restricteds, we're gonna be going for Penta 0 restricteds. That's right, 5-0 restricted Rising Sun skins. Of course, the Desert Eagle Sunset Storms and the M4 Daybreak are gonna be completely blasted out of the water, beating the previous number 1s by an extra 0. Now, the 5-7 will only be number 2, and it's on purpose. I could have made it number 1, but since Bob owns the current number 1, and it has a lot of extremely expensive gold stickers on it, he specifically asked me not to beat it so that the gold stickers can remain on the number 1. Now, at this point, if you've been paying attention, you might have a very valid question on your mind. Considering that Bob owns both number 1 Desert Eagle Sunset Storms and the 5-7 Neon Kimono, why the heck is he having me beat them? Are we gonna trade up the number 1s if we hit them? No, of course not. I'm not trading up any number 1s. Number 1s are sacred. They should never go in trade-ups. If I manage to hit these number 1s, what we would do is Bob would keep the number 1 that I just created. We would take his old number 1s, now the number 2s, and we would slap those into the number 1 hydroponic trade-up. So don't worry, no number 1s are gonna get traded up. But if we manage to hit some number 1s, Bob gets a massive upgrade with a much lower float number 1 that's way harder to beat, and we also get 1 skin closer to the number 1 hydroponic trade-up. So as I like to say before I do number 1 trade-ups, it is time. Guys, it is time. It is time. We're doing the number 1 float. Rising Sun restricted. This trade-up is insane. We're using the number 3 float in the world, Galil Aqua Terrace, and we're also using the number 4 float, CZ Auto Tuxedo. Insane floats, man. 5 zeros and a 2. All the fillers are 5 zeros, and this guy's, of course, Quad 08. I'm gonna use my lucky slot, which is gonna be slot number 5. Here we go. This is a 30.7%. Slot number 5, Galil Aqua Terrace. 30.77% to hit any number 1 from the Rising Sun collection. Although it is important to note that the 5-7 would be number 2. But I'd take that as well. I mean, really, that's the only thing we want to hit. But if we fail, at least give me the Emerald Pinstripe. I don't want to see a full fail outcome. Come on, Gaben. A lot of money and a lot of work has gone into this trade-up from both me and Bob, especially Bob with the Galil Aqua Terrace. I'm already losing my voice, and I didn't even start screaming yet. So here we go. Number 1, Rising Sun Restricted Trade Up. Going for 5-0 float skins. Give me the Desert Eagle Sunset Storm or the M4 Daybreak. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rising Sun, please! Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so bad. That is terrible. 60009. Oh my god, that is terrible. That nitro really hurts, man. That's the 10th lowest float nitro ever to exist, and it's the 3rd lowest float ever to be traded up to. I'm absolutely devastated, but we do have another attempt. Alright, boys, it is time. It is time for the 2nd and number 1 float, Rising Sun Restricted Trade Up. All of these fillers are quintuple 0. That's even a 6-0 skin, but we don't need to use that just yet. That's for something else. I am genuinely terrified. Alright, here we go. Galila Aquaterrace. This is the number 2 lowest float Aquaterrace in the entire world. Quad 06. Going in slot number 8. And finally, this MP7 Anodized Navy. I need to triple check every single float just to make sure I'm not messing things up here. Alright, boys. All of the floats are done. I am ready to trade up. Come on, Gaben. Please give me the Rising Sun Restricteds. I really need to hit this. Number 1 float, Desert Eagle Sunset Storm. Number 1 float, M4 Daybreak. Number 2 float, 5-7 Neon Kimono. I'll take any of those 4 skins. Come on, Gaben. Give me the Rising Sun Restricteds number 1 float in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Rising Sun! Oh my freaking goodness. We missed both. You've got to be kidding me, man. Well, I suppose it's better than a nitro. That Emerald Pinstripe's worth somewhere between $300 to $500. I really don't know. It's really hard to price. It's the number 8 lowest float in the world. Those 2 trade ups together just burned $5,000 worth of skins. So that was 8 straight misses in a row, 31%. But I did also just buy the Tech 9 Terrace that I alluded to in the beginning of the video that I paid $600 for. It just became tradable, so I bought it, and let's throw it in a trade up. Boys, we're doing one last trade up for this. We're doing our best to get that hydroponic, but at this point, I don't think it's happening. Oh, let's put the Tech 9 Terrace 0004. I paid $600 for this. Here we go. The trade up is ready. One final 30.77% for the Rising Sun Restricteds. Come on, please let me hit at least one thing in this video. In 3, 2, 1, Rising Sun. Oh my god. Oh my god, we actually hit nothing. Wow, that is insane. And that's definitely the last nail in this coffin. Bob and I have decided to call it a day for now. We just burned $12,000, and it seems like the number 1 hydroponic is not meant to be, at least not right now. If you guys have any 000 Rising Sun skins, no matter what skin it is, please let me know. I may be interested in buying it. For now, number 1 trade ups deserve a little bit of a break. Bob, I am truly sorry about my horrendous luck today. I know it's technically not my fault, but I still low-key feel horrible for it. But I really do appreciate this opportunity and your trust, and I feel honored to be chosen by you for this task. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. So much money, so much effort, and so much time has gone into this video from Bob, from me, and from my editor. And remember, if we hit 1,000 likes within the first week, I'll do the giveaway as promised. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want to watch me hit the number 1 lowest float Desert Eagle Emerald Yermangander, then check out this playlist where I compiled all 3 videos of my